here today. We are requesting that we are recommending the government of Liberia to support women in childbirth, our girls' children in education. And the reason why we are here today, and we are not taking it as a big joke. So we are asking the superintendent of Gbarpolu County to come right now as we are speaking to your beautiful women and your girls' children that are out of school. They're not able to go back. The childbirth business is a very, very serious business in this country. So we want to support women on childbirth and support the girls in education. Women, oh, women.
To the local government authority of Gbarpolu County. After an intensive 2 days budget tracking working session, which was held from the 18th to the 19th of August 2021, revision on current and past national budget from 2018 to 2021 fiscal year, along with other health policy documents to include the National Health Financing Policy Plan, the aspire roadmap for the reduction of maternal and newborn mortality and morbidity, in the Liberia investment case for accelerating reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, and adolescent health. This session was conducted as part of the project Action for Accelerating Health, Sexual Reproductive Health and Policy Implementation 2, funded by the Amplify Change of British charity. During the 2 days budget tracking session, data and information were gathered, analyzed, followed by findings derived and recommendations made to address the problem identified. The funding of the budget tracking session informed the development of this petition statement. Whereas the superintendent of Gbarpolu County is charged with the statutory mandate and responsibility to supervise on the administrative, developmental, financial affairs of the county, and to also supervise the implementation, monitor, and evaluate health policies, plans, and standards. Whereas the government has also acceded to the conventional mandate or every woman, every child initiative to allocate 10% of the country health budget to reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, and adolescent health. Whereas the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Health, have developed a express commitment to implementing the National Health Financing Policy Plan in the Liberia investment case for accelerating reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, and adolescent health. Whereas the roadmap for the reduction of maternal and newborn mortality and morbidity in Liberia 2007 to 2015 has expired. As Liberia's strategy, the roadmap sought to create an enabling environment at all levels of the healthcare delivery system to support maternal newborn health services. Whereas the government of Liberia has committed herself to reducing the underlying maternal mortality ratio from 1,072 per 100,000 live birth to 497 per 100,000 live birth in 5 years period as clearly identified in the program agenda for prosperity and development. Whereas our research showed that the national budget during the last 3 fiscal period 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, and 2020 to 2021 fell short of allocating for health to reach the 15% target set by the Abuja Declaration and the global financing facilities under the stewardship of the World Bank. The higher percentage reached by the government was 9.42% in 2020-2021 fiscal year, which represents a gap of 4.4% on the average. In keeping with the Abuja Declaration and the global financing facilities under the stewardship of the World Bank, the government of Liberia in this pre-fiscal period should have funded the health sector with USD 242,382.7 million instead of USD 172,803,058 million, representing a gap of USD 51,437,324.7 million. Whereas the government of Liberia during the pre-fiscal year period 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, and 2020 to 2021, they now fund reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, and adolescent health to reach the 10% target set by the conventional mandate or every woman, every child initiative. We call for all countries to allot 10% of their respective health budget to reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, and adolescent health. On the contrary, to this conventional mandate, there is no trace in the national budget past and present for SRHR and RMNCH programs to meet up with the 10% target set by the conventional mandate or every woman, every child initiative in the 3-year fiscal period under regime from 2018 to 2021. To this end, the government of Liberia should have allotted for the 3 fiscal year out of the total health budget USD 17280,305.9 million for the 3 fiscal year. That is to say, the government of Liberia on the average should have allotted USD 5760,101.97 million to meet the 10% target. Moreover, the government did not create budget line for the 3 fiscal period to include 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, and 2020-2021 to RMNCH, and as such did not budget for these 3 fiscal periods. We, citizens, community leaders, dwellers, students, women, youth group, civil society, and community-based organization of Gbarpolu County submit this petition to the office of the superintendent of Gbarpolu County as means of seeking local government authority effort to ensure the following. The Ministry of Health need to accelerate processes leading to the development of a new roadmap for the reduction of maternal and newborn mortality and morbidity to replace the expired roadmap of 2007 to 2015. 2. Additionally, the Ministry of Health need to begin taking steps to ensure that the health component of the proposed 2023 national budget and onward is increased to reflect the projection in investment case and commerce and necessary process leading to the development of a new regime of the expiring investment case of 2021. Adheres to the Abuja Declaration and reflect clear disaggregated lines on rape, female genital mutilation, maternal, sexual, reproductive, child, and adolescent health. 3. The Ministry of Health needs to ensure that 10% of the health budget is allocated to rape, female genital mutilation, maternal, sexual, reproductive, child, and adolescent health in adherence to every woman, every child initiative, or to the International Convention mandate, which Liberia has acceded to. We like to register civil society disappointment that since the expiration of the roadmap for the reduction of maternal and newborn mortality and morbidity to replace the expired roadmap of 2007 to 2015, there have not been genuine action to deprive a new roadmap. This means Liberia effort toward meeting PAPD and SDGs targets are being pursued without strategic direction. We like to reassure civil society commitment to support the government effort towards meeting relative PAPD and SDGs targets. We civil society and community leaders believe implementation of these calls will strengthen Liberia and international efforts testifies in the Sustainable Development Goals, every woman, every child initiative, and a global agenda for prosperity and development, which seek to reduce maternal mortality from 1,072 per 100,000 live birth to 497 per 100,000 live birth by 2023, among others, done on the 21st day of April 2021, signed by the Petition and approved by Partnership for Sustainable Development.
Having listened to your petition, and this petition, as I listened keenly, was eloquently read with a number of issues raised within this petition.
We are very much happy this morning to receive this petition. And we want to reassure you of our commitment in helping to mitigate some of these issues that we can do on our own as authority of this county. Besides, whatsoever that we cannot be able to solve in line with this petition, let me assure you again that we are going to onward present this to the superintendent, who is the head of Gbarpolu County, and he can also direct it to the necessary agency within government to make sure we will push to meet the needs of our mothers and sisters, our daughters in society. Notwithstanding a number of issues that's raised in this particular petition, we stand with the women in this county.
Women!
When it comes to fighting rape issues, we will stand with you. When it comes to supporting your budget and even increasing other needs for the women, protection, we will stand by you. Evidence during this Gbarpolu County sitting, that's why we went to a sitting for a little amount of money, but the women asked for a safe home, in which the county saw it through the wisdom of our delegates. 10,000 United dollars was initially placed in there for the women safe home to be constructed. We know very well the amount is small, but again, to start something doing, because you need a blueprint, you need a land, you need to start doing something, then the next sitting, we can go ahead to make more requests. The additional funding will be added to
We will do that. We will do that.
so that we can be able to have a safe home, because a safe home is not just the building, but there are other facilities that need to be in the building that will make what we call a safe home. So let me now go your time. Thank you so much for coming to our offices. With honor, we want to say